What's good, y'all? It's your boy BizBang Cam here, and I am back with another video. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys 5 things I wish that I knew or was aware of before I started detailing. These tips will definitely help you if you're coming up in the detailing business or if you're just starting. So I definitely recommend staying tuned. But before we even get into any of that, I need y'all to go ahead and smash that like button for your boy. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're on the way to 4,000 subscribers. Y'all have been killing it, so I really appreciate y'all. And leave any type of comments you guys want of any video suggestions down below. I really would appreciate it. You guys have been killing it with the support. I apologize for some mis-uploading. I've been sick and some mishaps have happened, so I really apologize for that. Back on the grind, man. Back on the detailing. Let's get this money. Alrighty, so tip number 1 is that there is multiple ways to detail, you guys. Growing up, kind of coming up in the detail community, I was, people try to tell you that there's only one specific way to detail, especially coming up on YouTube, recording YouTube content for you guys. I get a lot of comments telling me that this is correct, this is incorrect. You're supposed to do this first or that first, and I just want to tell you guys that none of that is true. Detailing all comes down to efficiency and what you think works best for you and your business and what's most efficient for you. Like, a lot of comments that I get involve you need to do the interior first, then the exterior. I don't agree with that because it's subjective to what you think is best for you and what is most efficient for you. Like, detailing the interior first for me, detailing the interior second for me is the best because California sun, when it's 90 degrees at 9 a.m., 10 a.m., I don't have, I don't have the time with the sun and the water to be washing a car, especially when I didn't even have deionized water in the sun like this. It just wasn't happening. The car would streak up, stuff like that. So a lot of people, a lot of YouTube gurus or whatever will try to tell you that this is the way you're supposed to do it. Guys, don't listen to any of them. Don't listen to any comments, naysayers, whatever. If you feel like extracting before vacuuming is correct or whatever you think is correct in the most efficient and the quickest way for you to get the detail job done, as long as it's the same result in the end, it doesn't matter, you guys. Do whatever way is most efficient for you and most efficient for your business. Alright, tip number 2 is that you do not need to start with everything or start with the best equipment. You might see, detailing vans with their huge setups, their water tank, their pull-out reel, they got their generator. You do not need to start like that, you guys. I did not start like that. I didn't start with water nor generator. I was asking people for their power and their water for like the first few months of my detailing journey. A lot of people didn't mind. I had like 1 or 2 cases where people, had an issue with it. Otherwise, I never had an issue. And of course, the sun comes out super bright right behind the cloud now. But like I was saying, I've never had an issue with it. That's like, I don't know, it's like very rare that I've ever heard people like have a lot of issues with, people using their own materials and stuff. But otherwise, you do not need a bunch of stuff, you guys, to start. You do not need the best chemicals. You do not need a steamer right away. You do not need an extractor. Use what you what you think you need. If you could just get away with working with a vacuum, just get a vacuum. Maybe just get a pressure washer. Get a few chemicals. You don't need to start with the best to get the best results right away, you guys, because you're doing this for efficiency. If you're gonna drop $2,000, $3,000 right off the bat for some crazy setup, and then you end up not detailing or not getting the customers you want right away, your return, you're not gonna get returned forever. You're gonna be disappointed. Do what is realistic, but also do what you can do within, limits. Push it just enough, but don't go too crazy. So you don't need all this equipment to start. Guys, start with the bare minimum. That's what I did. That's what a lot of detailers did, unless they, already had the capital. If you already have the capital and it's no problem, go ahead. I'm not saying don't do it, but if you're in a situation where you're trying to use detailing to make money, don't go start right away with a million things, guys. Start with the very basic, get out there and go detail. All right, so tip number 3. Tip number 3 is just knowing that it takes time to build a client base. Starting and quitting my full-time job, I made the mistake of realizing that you don't just get a client base right away. The more you put in, the more you get out. The more input, the more output. So me not having a lot of time to go out there and advertise like I should have done consistently to get customers before I even quit, that destroyed me having a bunch of customers like I should have. I was out there with the expectation thinking, oh, I'm gonna have a bunch of customers starting off right away. Like, I don't know what I was thinking, like if I didn't, I don't know if I thought I was gonna quit and then boom, I was just gonna have a bunch of customers just because I had more time. That's not how it works, because eyes still aren't on me. I still have to put the eyes on me. That means consistently going out there every day to put cards out. I'm getting an A-frame sign to put out in front of my detail, car wide detail now. Consistently posting ads on Facebook once a week, you know, paid ads and non-paid ads. Like today's Monday. Mondays are usually days for a lot of the groups around my area to be able to post your ads. So probably after I film this video, I'll probably go on my phone, post the ads that I need to post for the week, and go on about my business. This is something that I cannot stress enough. What you put in is what you get out. And your client basis isn't just gonna come to you. You have to make it happen. You have to go out there, create a website, get clicks, get views, create, you know, good SEO, so that way people are getting attracted to your business and your website. That's all the stuff that you have to do, you know what I'm saying, yourself. Obviously you can have help or whatever, but if you're not doing that stuff, clients aren't just gonna magically come to you, you know, like some people expect, and like I thought. I don't know what I was thinking, you know, I was gonna quit and then boom, I was just gonna have a million customers. It's not the case, you guys. Take the time, build your clientele before you do any type of, you know, quitting your real job or adding any employees. Make sure you have enough customers to still pay yourself, you know, pay your employee if you add any, and still upkeep your business, or else it won't make sense for you to have employees, or it won't make sense for you to be paying for certain things because you don't even have the clientele. Tip number 4. So tip number 4 is pretty much just do not price yourself too low. When I first started, I was starting off with horrible prices. I was starting off doing $20 washes and like $50 full details. It was just horrible. But the reasoning behind that obviously is because I wanted every single customer that I could get. So in the beginning, you're gonna have to do that, you guys. I feel like every type of business starts with their pricing low and then slowly builds up as they get their clientele up. So that's where I'm at the point right now. I've raised my prices, I think, 2 times since I've started. Like 3 years ago, and this will be my 3rd time raising my prices, and this will probably be around my final pricing. So I do plan on raising my prices. I usually try to raise them, you know, every like 3 to 6 months. You want to move them with the economy. You know, you got price of all the chemicals and stuff with COVID. So there's chemicals and other supplies that have gone up. You got gas. You have to consider everything, because it doesn't make sense for you to charge so cheap and have so many expenses, because there was a point where I was charging not enough for my jobs and I had way more expenses, so I was losing money for a few months without even realizing it, because I didn't know how to run a business. But now that I understand how much things are and I have a good understanding, I'm charging not only what I feel like I'm worth and what my services are worth, but what I need to charge to even survive in the business world. So look around your competitors, but ultimately don't decide what your prices are based off of them. Price it based off of yourself, what you feel like you are worth. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Obviously my base prices started off with other, you know, around other people's prices, but now that I kind of have my own base price, I base it off of my own price, if that makes sense, whenever I change my prices. So do not price yourself too low. When you first start, you might have to, just to get some experience, get some reviews, get some pictures of people's, you know, clients' cars. But as you go, you know, after, you know, about, you know, 2-3 months, or whenever you feel is right, when you have enough clients, you have enough, you have a good portfolio, up those prices. Don't waste your time detailing cars for 30 bucks doing a basic wash. Don't do that, you guys. Trust me, I did that forever, and it's not worth it unless you have employees or something and you're knocking it out in 20 minutes. It just doesn't make sense. So that is tip number 4. Tip number 5. Tip number 5 just comes from a mistake that I've made and I'm getting better at every single day, which is calculating and managing my expenses. You guys, this is huge for taxes. This is huge for knowing how much money is coming in and how much money is going out. I have been horrible at calculating expenses thus far. I'm still bad at organizing everything. Like, I'm still bad at organizing gas. I'm still bad at organizing how much chemicals are. I'm still horrible at all that. So if you guys have any apps or any suggestions of something that you guys use for your business to organize for taxes and stuff like that, and to know how much you're spending, please let me know, because I'm still working on it every single day. I'm still improving. I'm still finding out better ways to organize myself and make sure that I have all the info I need come around tax time, and also just besides taxes, so I know how much money I'm spending, you know, to hopefully know that I'm not wasting any money detailing. Because like I said, if I got more output than I got input, I'm losing money and my business isn't in a good position. So that's definitely one thing. Know what supplies you're spending money on. Know how much gas you're buying. Know how much, overhead that you have all at one time. Know all of this information, and it'll make your business run 10 times smoother. Alrighty, you guys, so that is it for this video. Those are 5 mistakes or, things or whatever that I made or / I knew, I wish I knew before I started detailing. Because if I knew these things, it would have been a heck of a lot easier. So I hope that these, taught you guys a little bit something or gave you guys a little bit of a heads up on detailing. This kind of applies to a lot of businesses, throughout whatever business you're on or whatever business you're doing. So I hope you guys took something from it, got some knowledge from it. I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you guys so much for watching and liking every single video and subscribing. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Links in the description for any type of chemicals, products, tools, whatever. All that is down below. Not every single link, obviously, not every single product is down there, but most of them are. So if you guys need any, go down below. That's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bizman Cam is out, and I'm gone. Peace.